Welcome, dingers. I had to remember what show I was on, but to the Trip Ding podcast, Ding 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 podcast. That's right, where we talk wrestling, all kinds of other stuff that's happening in the world of wrestling. Last night, pretty badass. I know you have your reserves on it when we talked about it before the show, but Chino, please.
What's going on there, Madcap? Yes, I am the badass Gino Reyes here once again to entertain you. Quit being attention whore.
Talk about the show that you're supposed to be on this Saturday, even though you said you were going to retire because.
I had issues going on, but I'm good now, sir. I'm good, so I'm gonna just keep.
This is the second week that you showed up, so I'm happy about that.
Hey, man, I love being here with you, and whenever Trey's here, and then with the people, man, I love the people. We have War at the Luchador 3. Of course, we're gonna have awesome talent that you've seen on TV probably before, back in the day, or just talent growing up. But then the main event is gonna be Battle for the Southside 2. It'll be me against that guy who you saw the article about where they closed his wrestling promotion in his parents' backyard.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
so it's
badass.
Battle for the Southside 2. So, if y'all are doing the live stream if y'all are doing the reaction for Monday night, Saturday night's main event, I'll jump on for a little bit and y'all will walk me to the ring.
Hell yeah.
But let's talk about how Raw came out off the shoot. We had what are they called? What are they called now? They have a name. I forget what they're called though. Damn it.
The Kabuki Wars or Revolution?
The Revolution, I think, is what they're called. Well, they came out, and of course that's Seth Rollins, it's Braun and Braun, and of course it's the wise man, the consultant, the called him something else during Braun's match, but he comes out and let me see here,
screaming out
it's actually it could be the high rise is actually something that they're looking at, the high rise. But that's what Paul Heyman's name was, the Oracle Paul Heyman.
Okay.
Seth Rollins comes out. He's going to talk, and you just see Braun Breaker just grab the mic, which was like, what is he doing? And he just goes off like, I'm getting rid of Sammy. This is happening. Baba. So then, other Braun, the Auszilla, grabs the mic, and he's all like, you know what, Jey Uso, and blah blah blah. And they two beautiful promos. And Seth was just like, well, I ain't gotta say a thing. Here you go, Paul. And Paul started speaking Spanish, which was great, dude. They're talking, him and Penta talking shit to each other in Spanish. But then that's when we found out that the main event was going to be Seth Rollins versus Penta. All right, cool.
Here's some actual news on that. I'm sorry for interrupting you, and I forgot to talk about this before the show. But since this is going to go ahead of Seth Rollins and everything, him and Becky Lynch's house was robbed on Tuesday.
So that is what I heard. I'm glad you brought that up because I wanted to bring it up. But yeah, their house was broken into, dude, which is crazy, man.
Yeah, it happens. They're on the road a lot, and this is it. Not even depending on if you like them or not or whatever. That's the sanctity of their home. That's where they come back off the road and everything. They can relax. They can play with their kid. They can enjoy their life as a family. And I hate criminals that break in and everything and disrupt your peace. That's your home. That's your peaceful area. I mean,
Yeah, man.
after a long road, I mean, they work what almost
Well,
every day. I mean, it used to
well,
be almost
so
every day. Now it's a little bit less, but
so it's
that's
a
where
little
you
less. Before it was like 300 days out of the year. You were at least on the road 300 days. I want to
yeah
say now they pushed it back to like 275, 280.
yeah where it's only like probably you're on the road for like maybe about 3 to 4 days.
Yeah, because even in the Indies, you're always on the road like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Come home, hit the road Tuesday, catch up and everything on Wednesday. Hit the road Wednesday, Thursday morning, Thursday, Friday. So I can understand that that's a hectic schedule. But yeah, their stuff got broken into. Hopefully, they find out who did it and they handle that business. And I would love to see that. Um,
Mm.
so we had things going on here and there, here and there, here and there. Um, that was scary. So one of the main things at the Judgment Day, celebrating this and that, and then there was a birthday cake for Dom, or Get Better Dom, and it was he's all, well, who did it for me? And of course, he had the comedy spot with JD and Finn. It wasn't me, it wasn't us, blah blah blah. And then kind of turned a little comedy there because then it says, "Hope you get better, Dom." AJ's all what? And then AJ Styles picks his head out, does the whole. And then Dom grabs the paper. I'm still hurt. I'm still hurt. So then we have Roxanne. Roxanne Pettis versus Kyrie Sane.
That was a good matchup. Uh-oh. Gino's gone. Okay. He's frozen for right now. But the Cairo Sane and Roxy Perez, it was pretty interesting. But at the end was what you really want to go to because it was literally just oh, man, I can't remember her name. Asuka. She can't comes in to helps out Kyrie Zane because Rodriguez comes out beating up Kyrie Zane with Roxy Perez, and Ahsoka comes out, defends her teammate for the Evolution. It was awesome. And hopefully he comes back pretty soon. Let's see here. There we go. Now, the next one, that one, that one. But there we go. I finally got it all lit up. Bell rings and they lock up. Perez clubs away at Zane and sliding her down. Perez punches away at Slings before smiling. Perez bounces Zane into the corner, raking her face onto the rope. Perez puts Zane in a corner, but Zane starts fighting back. Perez ducks. There we go. He's back. He's back. He's back.
I'm back. I'm back. I'm back.
I,
I'm back.
I
I'm back.
finally
Sorry about
found all the notes and everything.
that. Well, first of all, the Zayn match, they were just off. They were off. Like you could tell. Like during that whole match, like it was entertaining.
Well,
Was
from what
fun.
I'm reading, from what I'm reading on this is Perez kept on smiling throughout the whole match, and then you get the prestige, as they say in the business, at least for the magic business. That
So
Raquel.
no, they were just off.
Well, okay, I think the whole reason why the whole match was off because of the ending, like the prestige, like I was saying.
No. The whole match is just off. Like I'm telling you, I saw it. I was all like, oh no, they're off. They're off. Oh, they're off. Like you could just tell. Like I fuck Prestige. I didn't even worry about that. That was no. I ain't worried about that. The match is just off. And
What was it?
Felt like that. It kind of felt like that. Like that was like a I guess like a running gag or I don't know through the whole night.
Who was off more, Zane or Perez? Though
It was both of them.
Oh, really? They just weren't hitting the marks or whatnot.
They just weren't like it wasn't like they were communicating or they were just trying to motion through the match and they just kept like messing up and stuff. I don't know. That's how I looked at it.
Do you think that's the
So-
reason why Raquel had to come to the matchup, or they were just
Yes. Yes, I think that she just went in there just to save the match.
Mm.
Then you had like Carrion.
because we were talking about that like when we first started doing this podcast, when you're going down like the Mexico, that the carny was off because it's Mexican carny instead of like American carny.
Yeah, man. It just, but but you learn that and you learn how to do it, and it's all good to go. I don't know. It just felt like that was off. The Dragon Lee versus Grande Americano match was off. Like,
And we need to tell Trey. And we need to tell Trey in the I'm going to text it right now. I'm going to text it right now in the chat in our little group that. Hold on.
why are you doing that? Then we had Braun Breaker versus Sami Zayn.
Hold on.
Well, that's nothing. Why are you doing that? We had Braun Breaker versus Sami Zayn, which really wasn't a match because, well, it tried to be a match towards the end, but that's because Karrion Kross came out with the lead pipe and just attacked Sami. He attacked him. Sami said, "I can go. I'm clear." The doctors were like, "Okay." Adam Pearce, okay. And then Braun Breaker just proceeds to just beat his ass from turnbuckle to turnbuckle. So, I mean, it was a match, even though there's a segment later where Braun's like, I didn't mean to do it. And then, I didn't beat him. And then Paul Heyman comes out, he's like, I wonder what to do. Like, he looked real grim. And he's all like, Sami Zayn is out indefinitely. And then Braun Breaker starts laughing his ass off. Like an evil, like maniacal laugh. Then Braun Breaker's like, Bronson Reed is in. Well, I guess I got to go next. So then him and Jey Uso go at it. It's actually a good match. That was a good match up until
fucking DQ.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, thanks. I was getting there. Can I get there?
No. Don't.
Fuck.
You know what? Let Candy just take over the whole fucking thing if she wants to.
You know what? Fine. Here, she can be on camera. She can talk to y'all. No. You want to be fucking jumping the gun here? You're on camera.
It wasn't a match. It was a DQ.
Okay. Yes, it was a match. You're on camera, so it doesn't matter. You're on camera. You're on Candy camera. All right then, shut up. Then you had of course, the not Chad Gable, because it's not Chad Gable, it's El Grande Americano.
Yeah.
Versus Dragon Lee. That match felt off too. Like, I'm sorry, that match is just like.
Okay, here's another question on this. Do you think that they go for more like promotion stuff on certain episodes, and then they like tone down the wrestling a little bit?
Yes.
But when they
that's what this episode felt like. This episode of Raw felt like it was just promotional stuff. Like it really didn't matter because it was the go home edition of Raw for Evolution, but it really didn't matter.
Yeah.
You had the reformation of, like I said, the Kabuki Warriors, because Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez attack Kairi Sane. Out comes Asuka, and they go down to Pierce, and then they get into it. I called it. I was like, great, Kabuki Warriors are going to be the 14th. That's all I said. And our roommate was all, what? I'm like, them two bitches are going to go for it. And what happened? Kabuki Warriors are the Raw's team to go for the Women's Championship. Women's Tag Team Championship. You had Becky and Bayley and Lyra. You had another promo with them. Um, let's see here. Then we had, of course, then we had Penta. What's up?
No, go ahead.
Then we have Penta and Rollins, back and forth match. Rollins picked up the win, but then LA Knight comes out and he attacks Rollins. And,
Dude, I love that. I love that. I love
No,
that.
I did like that.
I love that. That was
that
awesome.
was dope.
It's like
But, I mean,
we're getting back on stuff. It's freaking awesome.
oh yeah. So then we have SmackDown coming up, but I think that was tape 2.
What was tape?
But I haven't seen any spoilers, so they probably may not have been taped. But
I still like that Goldberg promo. I'm sorry, you can say
man,
well,
they made Gunther look like a bitch.
You can take it. I mean, when you show up in your SS and just speed in, I mean, that's classic.
Sir, first of all, I can't show up in an SS. I'm the wrong color. So, anyways.
No, you could show up on with an SS. It's just being an Impala SS and a lowrider.
Well, I'm talking about a different SS.
Oh. You sure they had? No, they try to get the Mexican people to fight us.
Maybe if I joined the Free Arab Legion.
Yeah. No.
Anyways.
No. Don't you remember that whole thing that back in World War II where they intercepted a letter from Germany asking the Mexican people to rise up from Mexico, take back their lands and everything? So you could have been part of the SS.
Oh, that'd have been great, man. That'd have been great. Anyways, so then we still have the Golem edition of SmackDown, and then we'll have Saturday Night's Main Event.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. Yeah. No. We'll have NXT, then Saturday Night's Main Event, then we'll have Evolution, but Evolution will be going at the same time as AEW All In Texas.
Yeah. I'm kind of iffy on that one, but So here's the card for Saturday night main event.
All right.
The World Heavyweight Champion Goldberg versus Gunther, which we already knew. Next one is going to be LA Knight and Seth Rollins. Next one is Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre. And for the Intercontinental Championship, hopefully it happens. Dominic Mysterio versus AJ Styles. And the only reason why I say hopefully because apparently Dominic Mysterio is still injured. So is that it? 3 matches? No, 4 matches. It's going to be 4 matches.
So
that's it. 4 matches. Isn't it usually 5?
They'll throw one in there.
Yeah. Okay, but
so then we have the matches for Evolution.
Yeah. Women's World Championship, Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley. Women's Championship.
Now is that the main event or?
It's not giving me. It's just telling me the matches. It's going from like the top to the bottom. I think the top ones are the main events, and the second ones are.
Okay, so then let me.
Well, no, the main event for like the Evolution is supposed to be that Battle Royale.
Let me see here.
So they might, which would be weird to have like the women's champion first, but it's supposed to be a Battle Royale at the end.
Let's see here.
Unless you can find something different. Because I'm getting this from like CBS Sports.
I'm getting, as of right now, it's going to be. So it'll be the starting match, and I'm pretty sure this will change too. It's going to be NXT World Champion JC Jane versus Jordan Grace. I'm going for my little sister Jordan. Thank you very much. We have Jade Cargill versus Naomi in a no holds barred match. And then in the middle of the card, or I guess number 3, the third match will be the Battle Royal.
Okay. That makes sense.
After that, we have The 4-way tag match. We have Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez represent the Judgment Day versus Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss representing SmackDown versus the Kabuki Warriors representing Raw against Sol Ruka and Zaria representing NXT. And this is the women's tag team fatal 4-way match.
Why does it seem like the Evolution's getting stacked? I'm looking at these matches and everything. It looks stacked.
Because they do it once every 10 years, so they have to make sure they stack the card.
Okay.
Really,
it's only every 10 years?
No, it's not, but it feels that way.
Well, this is the second one.
Yeah. And it's bombing right now as far as ticket sales.
Oh, really?
Oh, it's horrible. But then after the tag match, then we have Tiffany Stratton will defend her women's title against Trish Stratus. And then you will have your semi-main event, which is the Women's Intercontinental Championship, Becky Lynch versus Bayley versus Lyra Valkyrie. And your main event will be Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, I'm looking at the ticket scales right now, and they're almost sold out. Almost.
Yeah, but
after July 4th, they got 4,804 tickets with 1,578 tickets still available. So
correct, as opposed to Saturday night's main event, which is right across, which is in the same building, I think, and they're already at 12,000.
There's only 6,000 seats.
No, then maybe across the street.
18,000. Okay.
Yeah, I was all like, no, wait, what? No.
Yeah. Okay.
How dare you correct me, sir?
I'm sorry, sir. I apologize. I forgot who I was talking to. I'll go to my little corner and start flogging myself as of now. I apologize.
So little tidbit I learned today. Do you know how Eddie Guerrero got his gimmick or his moniker Latino Heat?
No, explain.
He got it from the Birdcage.
Really?
The part where Agador is like, why don't you put me in your little estrogen rockets? Are you afraid of my Guatemalan heat? And so fucking Eddie Guerrero saw that, and he's all like, well, I'm Latino. I could be Latino Heat. And yeah, that's how he said he got the idea for Latino Heat.
That movie was good. I love it.
It's a great movie. The play, dude. It's a French play. Chef's kiss. It is beautiful. Let me ask you this question. What wrestler has competed in a main event for their respective titles, heavyweight championship in the NWA, WWE, WCW, AEW, and yeah. Don't Google it either.
I'm not. I got both my hands. Well, I want to say LA Knight.
I want to say no.
I'm fine.
Could LA Knight have been in WCW?
No, he couldn't have. You're right. Fuck. Jericho.
No. Jericho was never WCW champion. He was undisputed champion, but he was never WCW champion, heavyweight champion in WCW. You're talking about the man, the myth, the icon, Sting.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Damn it. Yeah. Okay.
Every time we do a podcast, I'm gonna hit you with some trivia.
Man,
I'll hit you one more. I'll hit you one more. Who invented the 450 splash?
Got me on that one.
Because this answer is really gonna freak you out.
I'm gonna have to look this one up.
Okay, well, let me tell you first before you look it up. The 450
'Cause
splash.
I don't even know. I don't know what the it looks like.
Well, look, once you go to
I look
YouTube, look it up.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so who
Dude,
invented it?
that looks man, that
I
looks
guarantee unless you look it up, you won't know it.
that looks like it sucks.
It does.
Scott Steiner.
Yep, that's who invented it. I know you looked it up, but yeah, yeah, and people freak out like, wait, Scott Steiner? Yep, he invented it.
Yeah, because he did some. He was athletic, man.
He was a good old boy.
Yeah. So what do you think? What do you think is going to happen? I know Goldberg's not going to win the
Don't
belt.
know, man. Don't know. Don't
Although
know.
although if you think about it, it is his belt. The heavyweight belt is the belt that Goldberg first won, and he got it from Hogan. Here's another thing that I found out this week because everybody asked about it. It's almost as bad as the Montreal screw job, but what happened in the match for 1997 Starrcade with Sting and Hogan? Why it was so horrible, and Sting explained it.
I know why. You gotta tell me. I know why. I know why.
Okay, give your tidbit, and then I'll give mine.
Hey, Hogan must pose, brother. Hogan must pose. That's all I'm gonna say. Hogan must pose. Hogan must pose.
Yeah, because they had it already planned out. They had it totally planned out.
Bret Hart had no business being out there.
No.
But all I'm gonna say is Hogan must pose.
Which is ridiculous. He doesn't.
No, brother, Hogan must pose.
I'm so glad that's a trope now because they even said it with Damian Priest. And yes, there's a lot of wrestling podcasts now that the wrestlers are actually doing now because it is entertainment and it is entertaining to watch. I kind of don't like it because you kind of ruin kind of the kayfabe a little bit.
Hey,
a lot, really, dude.
Hey, brother.
Dude, I can't.
Hey,
okay,
brother.
I can't see Braun Breaker.
Brother. Hogan must pose.
that
Hogan must pose.
No, I can't see Braun Breaker as a heel now.
Oh, because his goofy ass is all laughing and shit.
No, watch the new, I guess newer podcast of 6 Feet Under with the Undertaker.
Oh yeah, Undertaker and his wife.
Yeah. Which Wednesday we find out what really happened with was it Mike or Mark? It was Mike, wasn't it? The other guy, 6 Feet Under with Mark Calloway.
Oh yeah, his old co-host.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because him and Justin Dangerly made a podcast.
Just
called
Dangerly.
That's
the dude that he reacts to shit, right?
Yeah. Well, he makes a podcast now with the Undertaker's old
dude, he's a fucking chorizo, dude. Oh.
Huh?
He's a fucking chorizo. Hold on. He's a weird man.
Who, Justin?
Yeah.
Why would you say that?
Because I've got to meet him and hang out with him.
Are we talking about the same guy?
We might be. Hold on. Let me see. Give me a sec.
Matt. That's his name, Matt.
That's Undertaker's dude, right?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Damn it.
Justin Danger Nutley. And his new podcast is White Trash with Money. Comes out this weekend. They were putting clips on all week.
All right, so hold on, give me a sec. So I'm gonna send you this. I'm gonna put it here in the chat for everyone. I think we're talking about the same guy, but you can check it out too. You can post it, but I want to say it's the same guy, dude. He's a fucking chorizo, dude. Did I put it there? So. He's like towards the end.
This guy?
Yeah, it's him, dude.
Okay. What do you mean he's chorizo? If you tell me something bad about that dude, I'm gonna be. It's almost like oh, you're frozen. Are you frozen? Ah, damn it. It's almost like Mr. Rogers. You can't say anything bad about Mr. Rogers. Justin does a lot of good stuff. Oh,
You know, this getting frozen shit's pissing me off.
yeah. Well, what do you mean by that? That he's a
chorizo?
Yeah.
He's just like a prima donna a little bit, dude. Like he's a fucking. Like if you go to that video, dude, that I just sent you or whatever, it's like towards the end, like he's doing like an event with us, but like he was like a real prissy little bitch about it, dude.
That's good to know about that.
I mean, the dude. For the most part, the dude's cool. He really is, but he's just a fucking chorizo. I don't know how else to say it. So.
Send me the video in our chat, and I'll take a look at it later. Again. That's cool how you do that though. Okay, there we go.
Okay, I don't know what the fuck is going on here, dude. Whoa.
He's telling you, whoa. That's hilarious.
Well, he's a good dog. He's a
stupid puppy.
No, he's not. He's a good puppy.
He's a stupid puppy.
He's a good puppy.
He's a stupid puppy.
He's a good puppy. See, you don't like that.
He's a stupid puppy.
Okay, hey, I'm still podcasting, guys.
You tell people, whoa.
Yeah, he does. That's his go-to thing.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's about it. Hopefully we can get everybody together for this weekend. I'm gonna at least react to some of the matches on Saturday and Sunday.
Well, I mean, if you want me to, I'll live stream from the show.
That's fine. We were trying to do that last time. Hopefully we can make it out where you're not gonna miss the show.
I mean, we can do. Well, you guys got to do it on Stream Nerds. I can definitely live stream from the show, and we can just see from there and show a little. And I can actually do what I want to do, like do interviews, like while you're doing reactions and stuff like that.
That was the whole idea beforehand.
So yeah,
that'll be interesting.
Yeah, man, it was a slow week. Slow week.
Yeah, other than the robbery.
Yeah,
there hadn't been like much out there. I mean, Sami Zayn is supposed to be out for a while, but we all know
indefinitely. So,
is it indefinitely?
That's what it says.
Really? Hold on. So he's not coming back?
Well, that's what they said about Gunther, and then
No.
he came back. So
It might just be for 4 months.
probably. And then if there's one on YouTube you want to watch, it's called Horror Stories from Wrestlers, and it's like horror stories from the road, dude. Like all kinds of fucked up and creepy and sometimes paranormal shit that happens on the road.
Okay. All right. Well, go ahead and close this out, and I have some questions for after the show because I forgot to
All
ask
right.
you last couple of times.
It's all right. It's all right. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, as always, and kids, if you're watching, thank you for joining us again on a Tuesday afternoon or Tuesday evening.
It's-
Well, it depends on the time zone and shit like that. Or it could be tomorrow, or it could be yesterday. Who knows? But anyways, I am the badass fatass Chino Reyes coming back to you once again. He is always the evil genius, the mad mind, the evil scientist we have, the madcap Dave. And we are the Ding 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 podcast. Dingers, get dinging, and we'll see you next time.